Okay, this is Chapter 6, Section 2. This is Part 2. Let's say I want to draw $65,000 a year. So we figured out what I need at retirement because of inflation when I retire for 25 years. Well, there's two questions that I need to answer, right? Well, how much needs to be in the account at the point I retire? I don't know. So I want to take out $65,000 a year. So how much needs to be in the account, right? Because $65,000 a year is a pretty reasonable amount, right? That's a little below median income. And then also, how much do I have to pay every month for those 25 years to get that amount of money, right? So what's the total amount of money I need, and what's the payment I need to make, right? So first off, we can work backwards, because this $65,000 I'm withdrawing, it has to come from a pool of money. What is that pool of money, right? So we need to figure out the payout phase thing first, correct? So I'm going to go up to the payout, right? I'm going to copy that and paste this, and we're going to make that blue. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of all of those. That's right. So the initial amount of money essentially in the account in order for us to withdraw $65,000 is essentially what we're trying to answer, right? Okay, so we want to draw a $65,000 payment, right? And then the interest rate on this account is 6%. And we're going to put a 1 because that's $65,000 a year, right? So 1. And we want to take it out for 30 years. I inflated my years. So I'm going to retire in 25 years, but I'm going to get paid for 30 years, right? So I'm actually going to get payments longer than I actually put money in, is what this is saying. And that's typical. I had a grandfather who did that, came back from World War II and retirement longer than he actually worked. Can happen. Okay, so we're going to put these numbers into the spreadsheet. We'll do this. This is the first part. There'll be two parts, obviously, to this problem. Okay, so we're going to go down to here. So P equals, right? Okay, so 65,000 is the amount of payment we want to ourselves, right? That's 650,000. That's not right. There we go. Okay, so this is 1 minus, parentheses, 1 plus, and then 0.06 divided by 1, which is the thing I messed up before, right? Because we're only doing a year, not a month, right? Because we're going to get paid $65,000 a year. To the power of negative 30. I don't know if I need parentheses or not. I'm going to do it just in case. Never hurts. And I didn't like that. Why did I did that again? Why did I do that? I don't know why I keep putting that parenthesis there. It's a bad habit. Okay, and this one is the 0.06 divided by 1. I don't really need to divide it by 1 as far as the computer goes, but just to be consistent. Alright, so numerator times numerator and divided by denominator, correct? And there we go. So 897140248. Okay, let's go back to my sheet here. And I get 894,714.0248. So the question is, what is this? This is the amount in the account at retirement, right? I'm going to do this and do style text. Right, so when I retire, that is the amount that I need in the account to be able to take out $65,000, correct? So we've only answered half the question, because the other part of the question is, well, yeah, I'm going to be taking out $65,000, so I need almost $1 million in there, it looks like, right? Almost about $900,000. But I gotta pay in, don't I? Well, paying in is section 1, isn't it? Right? Because there's the pay-in phase and then there's the payout phase. This is the payout phase, right? We're paying out $65,000, right? So I need to go back and get the pay-in, right? So if I go back to section 1, right? Paying in, right? You either have an ordinary or annuity due. We just do the ordinary, don't we? So I'm going to take this one right here, which is a regular old annuity. Correct? Oh, we need the, what's the payment though? So we already did that formula down here, didn't we? So I manipulated that right here, correct, didn't I? So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, and go all the way down to that page. Okay. So this is the equation we did the algebra on. So this is really our P sub 0, right? Because the future value of the annuity is the P sub 0, same thing. Okay? All right. So this is the paying in phase, right? So this is the paying out phase, which is section 2. This is the paying in phase from section 1, right? So we need to take this number, $89,400, $89,400, $714.03, I guess. We'll just round up a penny, why not? Okay, alright, so it's still the same 6% interest, right? Whether it's before or after, that doesn't change. So now we're making a payment, we'll say per year, right? So we'll do a 1 also. So 1, 1, 1, and then this time period is 25, right? So we're being paid out for 30 years, but we're paying in 25, right? So when you look at your equations, always think about, is this the paying out or is this the paying in phase, right? There's two phases. Section 1 is paying in, section 2 is paying out, which kind of makes sense. You got to pay in before you get paid out, right? Okay, so we'll take this again and put it into the spreadsheet. It's a dollar sign. And of course, that's going to be orange. It never works out nicely. Okay, and we will copy this to the spreadsheet. Paste that there, shrink it down a little. Alright, and we'll do payment equals, okay, so we'll put 89,714, 89,4714.03, 89,4714.03, okay, and this one is 0.06 divided by 1, didn't really need 1, but that's okay, and then equals 1 plus, oh, I need parentheses, don't I? 1 plus, because there's an exponent involved, right? 0.06 divided by 1 to the power of 25, right? And then just a minus 1 on the end. Yep. Okay, so my payment equals this one times this one divided by that one. And that looks good. Alright, so we'll go to here, and we'll put 16, 307.7005, and it kept going basically, right? So if I think about what this really is, asterisk is it's the amount deposited each year. Alright, let's change this to text. Style text. Before retirement, right? Because you have to deposit in this much per year. You can figure out the monthly one too if you just put a 12 in here instead, but that's not really what we're asking here. This is the amount in the account at retirement, which we needed to know, correct? So let's do, I'll change that to orange. Format, color, orange, right? So I need this in my account, which means I need to pay this per year, which is not a lot, 16 grand. And I will get 65 grand a year. So that's a pretty good deal, right? So for 25 years, you put in 16 grand, right? But for 30 years, you're going to get 65 grand. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it, right? All right, that's the end of part 2.